My name is Phil Calvert, and I live about a mile over here from the field. And I flew as a teenager back in the 50s, and then out of that I started taking flying lessons and made flying my career. And so last year at age 76, I finally retired, and so I'm back playing with models again. This particular model was designed by Don DeLoche, who is the editor of the Free Flight magazine, and it's a nice entry build, and trims out well and flies real well. It's what they call an E36. I started out pretty humble in a J3 Cub. Started taking lessons when I was 15 and soloed when I was 16, and flew a little bit of everything. For the last 30 years of my career, I flew Gulfstreams, which are an international business jet, and I had the privilege of visiting 106 countries and 6 out of the 7 continents, and got to fly a lot of very, very interesting people in different parts of the world there, and so it was a fun career. I flew probably a little longer than I should have, but when you do something you enjoy, it's kind of fun to continue it there. So I flew one former president, a number of vice presidents, several prime ministers, sheikhs, princes. I've worked in Saudi Arabia for 11 years, so I met a lot of interesting people. The most rewarding one was in the late 80s. I was flying for a company in Phoenix, and I ended up flying Mother Teresa. That was before she was made a saint, and she was just a humble person. She had her nun robe on and a pair of sandals, and had a little brown bag, and in this little brown bag was all of her worldly possessions, what she had on her back, and that just what she did for the poor was just really remarkable. So I've flown, like I said, some very unsaintly people, but she was truthfully a saint there. First of all, the way they keep this facility is just unbelievable. I probably get more out of my membership than anybody else. I'm a runner, so I run. In training I ran a mini marathon again here this year, and I do a lot of training on here. I bicycle, so I bicycle some here and on the trail. Of course, the models, I fly all the models, and then the AMA has a nice, great big pond up here, and we race sailboats on it. We race electric power boats, but there's so many turtles in it, we're ripping the bottoms out of our boats, so we went to sailboats. And in fact, Michael Smith, the museum curator, just got a boat this summer, and he's been sailing with us. So, like I said, I probably get more out of my AMA membership than anybody in the world there living this close. So.
Okay, we're filming the Flying Aces Low Wing Trainer mass launch, and there were 7 flyers to start. We eliminated 2 in the first round. We're going to eliminate 2 this round, and the final 3 flyers will fly for first, second, and third place. This is what the Flying Aces Club considers a combat event. We have several of them, and this is one of the more popular ones.
My name is Gordy Stahl, more known in the world as Gordy Soar. As you can see from my shirt, actually says Gordy Soar. And actually the shirt's a pretty interesting story in its own right. Years and years ago when I first started, I met this old gentleman, and he would always wear a shirt and a tie when he flew. And one day I asked him, why do you do that? And he says, you know, my hobby is so important to me that I thought it would be disrespectful not to wear a shirt and a tie. And that's how I ended up with my shirt like this. But then I ended up with, I traveled all over the world. I carried my airplanes with me, and I got a chance to fly with literally everybody in the world and on their flying sites. But I ended up with cancer really bad, and you know, in a month I may be gone. But I was not going to miss this no matter what. And with the help of my friends, I'm managing to fly. And actually, in 22nd out of 38th. I've been coming here for a long time, and in the past, the crew that used to run this took it a little too serious. You know, it's model airplanes, right? Okay, so it's the Nationals. And years past,
Thank you.
The records, you know, were important, but nobody knows about records anymore. It's, you know, life has changed so much. But
still need a timer for Rich Bernowski.
The crew running this is just
a
really
model from Chicago.
Not going to get upset. Their priority is their customers, which are the pilots. That's the way they feel about it, right? And so there's no adversarial attitude of any kind. And because of that, everybody's smiling. And yet, we're getting a lot of flights in. So it's not like we're lollygagging or goofing off. It's, you know, it's just really efficient and fun. Well, RC Soaring is incredible, and, you know, it's so rewarding when you hook a thermal, right? The other thing is that the AMA has been very supportive to RC Soaring, as you can see here. And the crew here on the field, especially this year, has been so supportive and, you know, really stepped it up to help us out with tents and things like that. So I want to say thanks to all of those, for everybody here.